Hey guys, what's going on? Joe here with the Bro Scouts. Now here we are at the very beginning of the month. We did something called the Monthly Madness PokeDoodle TCGO giveaways. So all you had to do was to go into there in that video, comment and say what would you like the crossover drawing for me and Stu to do. So for example, I had a Bulbasaur and a Boba Fett. We'll put them together and make Boba Fett type of thing. And we got an amazing response. Well, like a pretty good one. And we have a lot of drawings. And we did do the initial filming and thought that, this is going to have to be in two parts because we have so much to draw. And me and him are going like at it as seeing who can do better. So that's what's going to happen is, so if you haven't seen your suggestion in this part, it's going to be in part 2. And thank you so much everyone that submitted and got their codes out of it. We're going to be doing this once a month, like the session where you get free TCGO codes, and I'm super excited about these drawings. I hope you really enjoy them. Some of them will show that like we're not animators. Like I draw on pen and paper. Stu hasn't done animation. He's more of a coding programmer type of person. So what you're going to see here is when we get into this episode, it's going to be me and Stu, and we're going to be drawing one each of our interpretation of this crossover that this person may have suggested. And I think what we should do is in the comment section below, let us know for each drawing whose is better. And then let's just do a point system that way of at the end of the episode who's up. And then we'll do this as a monthly thing of just like, like in... let's say in this month, May, we have 2 episodes. Okay, let's say it goes 1 and 1. So then come June when we do our next one, we'll see who can reign on top. I'm really excited about this one, guys. So let's just get right into it. Yeah, bear with us too. We're not pros, but I'm pretty happy with it. Also, if you have your own ideas of how you imagined it, please send us email below in our description box of your own drawings or anything like that, and I'd be happy to post that on our Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. Go have a look, and we're gonna have these finished drawings up on Pinterest and Tumblr for people to laugh at, make fun of, whatever. But let's get right into it, guys. Okay, guys, we're gonna start off with our first one here from Detective Craft, and we have a crossover of our lovely Pikachu, which, is the face of the entire Pokemon world, and Jake from Adventure Time. And we're going to start off with Stu.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've used this thing. It's been collecting dust, so it's really weird trying to draw with this tablet. It's taken a while to get used to. And, oh.
What are you drawing? I can see the inspiration in what you're going for.
Draw Jake's face, kind of.
It looks like a child trying to mix together a bunch of Play-Doh on top of each other.
That's pretty much Jake's face.
That's true.
It's just kind of weird. Like it's like a little pug-looking face.
It just looks like Dead Mouse, man.
There we go.
Now it's coming to shape.
Yeah,
okay.
We need to separate it. It's hard getting used to where everything is. See, it's starting.
Now it really, like, just that nose just brought it all together.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and this is cringeworthy, I have never finished a full episode of Adventure Time.
Well, that's just a shame, Joe. I've seen episodes, and like older ones. I mean, they've done a ton of seasons now, I think. But I remember some of the old ones, like when they're in the labyrinth and stuff like that.
Well, like I used to look after some kids, and like they were young, and I mean young. And I don't know, like it just seemed like some of the humor could be a little crude, and yeah, they were watching it, and it was just like, damn. But yeah, never got into it terribly. I'm not saying it's not funny, but I'm just not exposed to it since cable isn't really a thing anymore. It's not.
Well, when it came out, you didn't watch as much TV anymore either. But, okay, so now this has to become a bit more Pikachu-like, because I was just drawing Jake's face.
Yeah, well, it all starts with the nice little circular pads for electricity in his cheeks. You massage those, and that gets the electricity really flowing.
I'm actually not too upset with this one.
You should really wait and see mine.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Because I'm not going to lie, like, my history in drawing a lot is all pencil and paper. I've never really been as much as close to animation, and oh my gosh, that's hilarious looking, Stu. I got cute little button feet, and oh my gosh.
I decided to use Jake's little stubby tail instead of Pikachu's because I did not want to draw Pikachu's like lightning bolt like tail. And it's just like, okay, so my thinking here is I was gonna do Pikachu's hands, but then I thought, why not
make it like Pika Man?
Now we're gonna do Jake's little like skinny hands.
Yes, whatever. You know what? I gotta give it to you though. It's quite cute. It actually just looks like a keyhole that's just drawn as Pika Jake.
Yeah. Oh, that's fat. Let's.
Yeah, the line weight's got you right there. And just in case people didn't know,
yeah, this is
Stu's rendition of a Pika Jake.
Pika Jake.
Beautiful.
The magic.
I really like that you went towards the new style of Pikachu where he lost like half his body weight.
Yeah, because neither
as the series went on.
And I can't even say it was because it was Jake, because Jake's also, fat. Yeah, we saw mine. Now let's see what yours looks like.
I'm going to talk about my inspiration. Obviously it's Pikachu and it's Jake, but it is Pikachu from episode, like the very first episode where he is like 50% body fat.
Of course.
But also a little bit esque of Ego Raptor's Pikachu, just a little bit. Now you're going to see me struggle a little bit just to understand this program.
All right, full disclosure, we neither of us saw what the other person was doing.
Yeah.
And now we're watching it.
We go in blind just because we kind of want to see how we each progressed into each other ones that we do.
And we didn't want to influence each other's.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be that much funnier if we did something similar.
And the thing is, this one of the Pikachu and Jake, like, thank you so much again for Detective Craft for coming up with this one. It's simple, cartoony, everyone knows it. It's an easy one to start off, especially when you have someone that has absolutely no experience of what's going on. But yeah, I definitely tried to make him very chunky and not... I made him his own.
Man, I didn't even notice you hitting undo that
so much.
Yeah.
I did. We did do like a little bit of like an offline like test run a little bit, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a million times better. And this is kind of speaks for volumes on a lot of my artwork, is I feel like I do so much better up until I start coloring stuff in.
You didn't have to color it.
Yeah, well, it seemed like you were getting pretty in depth. I saw some like colors off of
I used
a bit.
I used the colors to like make up for like any laziness, because it's like, oh, I can't even tell if this is really it. But then if you use the right colors, it's just like, well, I guess it must be that because it's yellow. It must be Pikachu.
Exactly. Like, who are you to say no? Because, like, I decided I'm not going to fill it in with black because I want it to, still when I fill it in, seem a little...
Some line disconnects.
Yeah. It creates a bit of depth and everything when you create line weights like that.
There you go.
Yeah, he's looking sort of finished. And I got to give props to you. Mine is kind of, obese.
Much too good for children.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure that is it for my Pikachu. I'm just taking, little fine lines, so I guess we'll have to move on.
It's beautiful.
Alright guys, so this one here was sent to us by No Soy Jimmy. Now this one's a bit ambiguous, so he gave us 3 options, was either draw Scythur, Kabutops, or Pinsir, and relate it into some kind of samurai anime character of some sort. So this is your drawing, so why don't you chime in a little bit?
So this is Kabutops, sort of. After deciding that I was going to do Kabutops, I realized that I had no real idea how I'm going to draw Kabutops. It would have been so much easier if it was like Kabuto or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I think that's not in the spirit. So you can see he has some like meaty thigh-like things going on, and he has like this weird like sticky out thing, but I couldn't get it to work. I don't know. And I just said, fuck it. It's just like, I'm just gonna keep shading his thighs a bit and give him some like try and get his legs down a little bit. Give him like some little toes.
Well, he's such an odd character because it's like it's a fossil type. It's pretty hard to make that into a samurai. I think what No Sojin was going for was like the Pokemon that have like weapons for body parts.
Yeah, it's like almost like the sword masters without any swords.
Yeah.
So just getting the weird butchered legs, and then hope that later on that like color will fix that.
It sorts itself out. Yeah. So what samurai did you choose for young Kabutops?
Oh, you'll find out. Yeah. So it's Samurai Jack is slowly
Coming together.
happening on top of this Kabutops.
That's a very Toy Story-esque thing with like
This was-
baby on like the.
Yeah, this was me just sitting it. And I'm just like, I'll put his head on his body and that will be good enough.
I just picture Sid from Toy Story just grabbing like a toy of Samurai Jack's head and like a Kabutops, and then it's just like, Doctor, you've done it, and then just puts
Janie's all better now.
Exactly. It's just like the pterodactyl head, you know, like on the doll.
And when you were hearing me like coloring stuff before, this was basically me just like, good clean color will wash away how bad this actually is, because now you can actually see that like, oh, those are Kabutops colors.
Well, I can see why you did Kabutops because the back part looks actually like kind of like a samurai back part. How there's like all that like headdress and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Some samurais have. So that's cool, but then like your head is very misplaced. Not gonna lie, Stuart.
That's fine. I'm not particularly proud of what happened here.
Honestly, to me, it's like a man bear scythe thing. It's like
it's man bear pig.
But for mine, like I'm just gonna get straight to it because it's not gonna make sense on how this is Pokemon related until the very end. So mine is gonna be none other than Samuel Jackson's Afrojack, mixed with
Afrojack.
What did I say?
Afro Samurai.
Oh, Afro Samurai. Afro Samurai.
Applejack.
Yeah. Oh. No. Afro Samurai with hints of Scythur and Pinsir to it. So
Hints.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like,
did you just try and draw Afro Samurai and put on like horns and like the Scyther claw things?
Kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, this drawing, I think I said it too when I was drawing, is it's very forgiving, because in the last one with the Pikachu and Jake, it was like I said that, with a cartoon that's just like simple lines and simplicity and just color and everything like that, it kind of shows your flaws really easy. But then something that's detail oriented, like these type of animes like Afro Samurai and everything, you can easily hide it, just like how you did with your color on Kabutops. But yeah. Now, I didn't ever watch the show of Afro Samurai, but I did play the video game when it came out. And that was really tight. And I said, you know what, I'm going to watch that show. And I never did. So basically, what I noticed while, drawing Afro Samurai is his proportions are really messed up. And his hair has a interesting way of flowing. It kind of, like, when I was looking up what Afro Samurai looked like, his hair looks like smoke coming out of a chimney.
It's like it got whipped.
Cool. He's got quite the perm going on right now. Still at this point, there's no hints of Pokemon in any way.
I mean, I can't say much about it because, like, I did basically the opposite, where I just kind of did the butchered body of Kabutops and put Jack's head on top.
Hot right now, but now I am finally hitting my sense of Pokemon. So basically,
the line.
I basically figured that Afro Samurai would be a poacher of some kind.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do here is do the tusk I'm calling it a tusk, but like the pincer parts of Pinsir. This is my moment of adding in a hint of Scythur.
Very fine hint.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what are you supposed to do? I'm pretty interested for No Soy Jimmy to chime in on what he expected us to really do in our drawings. But yeah, so I basically made a sword out of Scythur's arm. So I have basically a person's horn and a person's arm, and using them as weapons. And that is my my drawing there.
This thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So this next one we got going in was from Qwerty La La La. And this one is going to be interesting. It's to mix Incineroar with Simba.
Yeah, and it was great because Incineroar is definitely one of the Pokemon that I just kind of passed right by. It was just did not really.
Well, it's brand new. I mean, you're not as in tune with the Pokemon world like me.
What's it from?
Sun and Moon. It's the
yeah. I haven't played Sun and Moon yet.
It's the evolved form, like the max evolved form of Litnin, which is the fire type starter.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I haven't played Sun and Moon yet.
You're a couple months behind.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's also pretty simple because they're both felines. But the thing that's funny is that he asks us to make Incineroar, who looks more like a villain, to mix with Simba.
Yeah, that's why I started working on the most evil of them all, Kid Simba.
Jonathan Taylor
Thomas.
Oh yeah.
It's not my greatest work, but it definitely kind of vaguely looks like some sort of lion.
Right off the bat, you got like the lion face and everything, so that's pretty good. But it looks like he's got a big coif of hair going on right now. Yeah, there you go.
He can't wait to be king, Joe. He just can't wait.
No.
He doesn't have a mane yet. He just has just some hair at the top.
Yep. He still has his father. Everything's hunky-dory. But I mean, this is good though, because we went two different directions. Yours went young Simba, and then mine was different.
Yeah.
Mine was different. I'm going to leave it at that. But wow, you actually got the eyes pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I got started to get vaguely used to using the tablet again, and started making a face that kind of resembles what I wanted to do. But we'll see it fall apart probably a little bit when I start putting in the body.
The touches of the Incineroar. Do you just add Simba jacked up with muscles? Is that what you do?
Kind of. I mean, it kind of becomes like
I will be king.
It's basically, I was like, well, Incineroar's face is kind of forgettable, but Simba's face is not. But then Simba's body is just a lion's body. So I figured, well, I'll focus on the body for Incineroar and focus on the face for Simba. And
fair enough.
We're about to stop seeing any more Simba stuff after this.
You're like, after this, it's like, all right, now I got to figure out how I'm gonna mesh it all in.
Yeah. Around here, it's just like, okay, well, I'm not just drawing Simba now, so I was like, should I draw the ears? No, I should put this weird little thing that
you're making him cross.
Yeah, he has this weird red hornish thing going on, and
pretty sure it's fur.
I don't know what it is, but it's a sharp triangle-y thing.
Well, you know what they say, if you're Sandy Cohen, big eyebrows means you have the most power.
Yeah, it's the most powerful Simba.
Just such a distinguished, he doesn't even look mad still.
I know, I was just hoping it would, and he just kind of looks just has this thing now on his face.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. It's because his eyes are still so open, but...
That's true.
It's fine. He doesn't have to look mad. He's still just a kid. He's just, he just has gains.
Yeah, now he's just I gotta prepare. This is the alternate universe if he did not learn Hakuna Matata. And he did not forget. And he just went to the gym and it just was I will train, and one day I will be king. But no, I'm pretty proud of this drawing that you're gonna have. So we'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll skip to the finished product because I think it'll be really cool to see just the end game, and this one did take me a while. So I don't know if you can kind of imagine where this is going.
I don't even know what you're drawing right now.
But that's Mufasa's face.
Oh, okay, I see. It's his his mouth's open, and like that was his nose up top, and those are his teeth.
Yeah, so
now I see.
This is one of the most epic parts of, well, not epic. This is one of the biggest parts of Lion King, and it happens pretty early on.
So where he beats Simba.
What? That's a prequel, man. That's only in Lion King 1.5. But no, I thought, like in what I said about yours, that Incineroar seems a little too menacing to be Simba. So, in other words, there's only one other lion that could really fit those shoes. So,
Kovu.
We are not talking about Lion King 2. But absolutely not.
No, continue.
So yeah, this one is... You still have no idea? Still have no idea what you're looking at here?
I know what I'm looking at.
Okay. So why don't we jump... I think
while we were drawing, we were both joking, just long live the king, even though we weren't... Well, I had no idea.
Yeah. So I guess we'll jump to the start, because this is... Honestly, this is where I felt like I got most comfortable with the pad. And here we are. We have Incineroar being Scar.
He has the crazy eye.
Yeah, he's doing good. And yeah, he's ending Mufasa, and I thought I did a real good job there. And his face actually was a lot like Kubi from Naruto, just very menacing. Yeah. And we both hit the Disney characters, I thought, pretty well.
Yeah, no, you did a good job.
Thank you. All right, so this is going to be our fourth one here, and this one was sent to us by KG Beer. And first off, thank you to this guy. He's been part of the channel for a while, taking all my codes when he can. So this one, he chose one of my favorite Pokemon that I always mention, Machamp, best fighting type Pokemon there is. Basically, it's King DDD as Goro. And we're going to mix it with He-man.
Yep. And so this one's mine. All of mine are first, and all of yours are second, so that makes it easy. So I drew this chunky-ass arm. And I just... At first, I didn't know where to go with this, and then I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm going to do now. Like, I already kind of envisioned what was going to happen, so I just have to kind of make it happen now.
Nice beak, man.
Yeah, that's
his mouth.
That's his mouth.
Oh my gosh. What did you do to him?
He
looks like Johnny Bravo right now.
This is or
is that a helmet?
No, that's his face.
It's like a mech helmet.
That's his face. And I needed to move it because I realized I needed room for his eyes to go somewhere.
Oh, Stu.
No, this is like your favorite Pokemon. This is what he looks like. You should see what he looks like.
He's one of my favorites.
Here. See, so I found some room to put his eyes in.
Oh my gosh, he's giving the crazy eyes. You might as well give him eyeliner or something. Giving crazy eyes to Skeletor.
He's giving crazy eyes to Skeletor. Now, this is...
Oh my god. What?
This is probably like the worst Skeletor that ever existed.
That looks like a Bender version of like Skeletor.
I didn't want to take much time.
Do you know what a skull looks like?
I mean, the trick is like you can kind of know what a skull looks like, but then it still gets put in a hood, and I just knew this was gonna be bad.
What?
So we got bad Skeletor here. So
okay, I can't. Let's just see what I want to.
You're gonna appreciate when the Machampness starts taking over again, because it's still kind of, like, other than the face, this could have just been all He-Man hugging Skeletor right now. But the thing that makes Machamp is the fact that he has 4 arms. So I first got to give like that nice slender.
Look how skinny he is. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Look how big his arms weigh more than like his torso.
Yeah, I decided to make this arm even bigger. This like big chunky arm that's just like hanging out off to the side, flexing, showing off his muscle to Skeletor.
He's giving him the eyes, being like, "You see this fist?
Yeah.
You thought He-Man was bad?
Yeah.
I got 2 extra arms."
He got he got some like thick veins.
Yeah,
It's a good thing I was practicing drawing that before, and
we don't need to get into that.
But here is the final arm is where I think this whole thing starts really coming together.
What do you do?
Okay, so we need Skeletor to like be there. Okay, so Skeletor gets drawn down a bit.
They're ever so close too.
They're ever so close.
Is he like slow dance?
I decided to give him the championship belt because
as he has.
Yeah, that's what he has. He has like the World Pokemon League belt or something.
And every single one does.
Yeah, all of them. They all have their own league. But then we have him holding ever so tightly Skeletor from behind with this other meteor.
So does like is he like your character like bipolar like by arm, or his arms like
no
he's like Dr. Octopus where each of them have their oin mind. So one's like, "I'll punch you," he's like, one's like, "No, bring it in," and the other's like, "I got you."
Nah, I don't think he's like threatening him with it. I think he's just flexing and showing like, "Oh, you like this," while he's giving him a 3-arm hug.
So you took this in a completely inappropriate direction. So for me, I kind of didn't do a whole body for this one. I definitely wanted to make Machamp look like Machamp. Yeah, like I said, he's like one of my favorite fighting type Pokemon. Definitely not my favorite Pokemon. So any of you out there that know who my favorite Pokemon is, definitely suggest it next time. Maybe you'll get bonus points. But
what if I suggest it? Because I know.
You don't comment on our channel. Let's be honest. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun for me. Now, spoiler though, next episode we definitely do have another Machamp to do one time down the road, and I think that one's gonna blow this one out of the water. But this one, I'm happy with the end result that came from it. So the biggest struggle for me was the lining of the mouth, just because it kind of looks like a weird beak, but it isn't a beak. And there's a lot of details to it. So getting the all the curves and everything right was very important to me, because that's basically 70% of his head is his beak.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the eyes were, oh god, awful.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it took me a couple of guessing checks to get it to make like Machamps is interesting. They're almost like half crescent, like half circles rather than like egg shape.
You're right. Like this could be from this moment. You could just start drawing like King DDD, and no one would be the wiser.
No, exactly. That face is just like you just put on the cap, and then you get the big hammer, and you have King DDD. And it's actually remarkable how similar they are. Now I'm not sure which one came first. I guess DDD. Professionally, anyways, like published.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Because DDD was the villain, I'm pretty sure, in like the early '90s games, right?
Yeah. When did Pokemon come out though?
94, I think. Like that's when Pocket Monsters was a thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Kirby was probably
92.
Yeah, just before.
Because it was Super Nintendo. Oh no, it had Nintendo stuff too.
Did it, or was it Game Boy?
No, they had some Nintendo. I don't know if DDD was a part of that part though.
Yeah, I don't know. My first Kirby experience was Superstar, so. I has power. Yeah.
He's just so happy.
It's very beautiful. Good job, Joe.
Thank you. Okay, so we are on 5 out of 6 for today. And this one was sent to us by Des N, another longtime subscriber in relationship to this channel. Always taking my codes with his grubby little hands. And we got this one, as you can see already. Mewtwo, but the spin-off is we have to incorporate it with some kind of Sith Lord.
Yes. So I think this is probably my best color work.
It's looking like it's got promise already.
Yeah. I started drawing the face and then realized like that's way too like big of a jawline for Mewtwo, so I'll be cleaning that up in a moment. But I wanted to think of what is the best Sith Lord moment ever. So you'll see it start to take shape.
Best Sith Lord moment ever. Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking to a bit of a fanatic here, so
yeah.
I might
I think
criticize
I
you.
think you'll appreciate it.
I think
Even
okay.
if it's an exaggeration, you'll appreciate what happens here. So
movie or book?
Movie.
Okay. Best Sith moment.
You'll see.
I'm trying to think of what you would choose, because there's no good Sith moments in the first one.
You'll see. And so, started like getting my Mewtwo base going on, and I think it was like, you know, it's pretty clean, pretty. But I did have a vision of what it was supposed to be, so I needed Mewtwo to be a little more angry, and I needed it to be just sort of clean, so I can start my beautiful color work. Okay. And for this scene to make any sense, you couldn't just have your Sith Lord. So
you need a Jedi.
So just getting the framing figured out, and okay, we have our second contender starting to take shape here.
Okay.
Now, I made a mistake on bringing it too close because I didn't want to draw it too small, and I couldn't figure out how to scale any stuff in this program, so it's close enough.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Yes, this...
Only a Sith deals in absolute. I will do what I must. You will try. It's got a unibrow. Very nice. That is so Ewan. It's just a Bernstein Obi-Wan, for fuck's sakes.
He's just, you know...
He didn't have a beard then.
Yeah, he did.
He had a goatee.
Yeah, well, like, this looks darker because it is using black, but, like, he had his little, like, blonde beard-ish goatee thing going on, because this was the third movie.
In the second one, he had a full beard. In the third one, it was a goatee.
Sure. It's okay. It won't look so bad when I start coloring.
You did good on his Jedi robe, though.
Yeah, and then I was like, damn it, he's supposed to be further back. How do I move this? Couldn't figure it out. So I was like, well, I'll just extend Mewtwo's robe so it looks like he's further ahead, I guess. His head's bigger anyway.
His head's bigger. The line weights are a bit more in depth.
Yeah.
They're trying to...
Because I want him to just be like, in the background, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to do it on this end, so... Didn't matter enough to me. And that's my Mewtwo Dark Sith Lord Vader.
You did a really good job on your shading, I'm not going to lie, and your depth. It was good. Except for the fact that, like, with the color, it actually did make it create depth that he was behind him. So good job.
Yeah,
that was really good.
All right, let's see what you decided to be.
So I kind of started going on this full throttle for a little bit of making Mewtwo's eyes like a Sith, and then you'll see I quickly abandoned it.
Right out of the gate with the colors. Brave.
Well, I figured that's the main focal point, is at least I'm trying to make him look like a Sith. And yeah, then I go off the rails. Because it looks so chump league. But then, like, because I got really pissed off because I'm like, I like that eye. I did a good eye. So, yeah, I just said, forget, I'm going to do black and white. Mewtwo's head, though, is a real tough one. It's really easy to make it not look pronounced, chiseled, and evil looking, and it can easily turn it into looking like Mew and innocent.
It's all about the angle that you do it on.
Totally. And this is going to go and turn a certain way, so I'll have to explain which way I was going for. So I was stuck in between a couple of Siths that I wanted to do. I was thinking, do I want to do, like, instead of his, like, 2 ear things, do I just do Mewtwo with a bunch of horns and do, like, a Darth Maul type of thing? Because Darth Maul's a really dope, but terribly used Sith, as far as the movies go. Like in the cartoon, they do a pretty good job. In books, he's excellent. But do I go with that? Do I go with Palpatine? Yeah.
Did you go with Anakin?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No. So basically, this is supposed to be, what's his name? Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis the Wise. So he was...
Tell me about Darth Plagueis the Wise.
He was so wise that he could manipulate midichlorians to escape death. So I was drawing this, and it kind of turned into a very chesty alien.
Why is it so chesty?
Well, Mewtwo's got a very pronounced, like, chest rather than a torso. Yeah, that didn't work out so great. No, but yeah, Darth Plagueis was Darth Sidious's, which is Palpatine's master. So basically, that is my Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. The Wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so wise.
Not from a Jedi. So, we had some technical difficulties with this one.
Either something crashed or we just didn't hit record.
Yeah.
But regardless, this next one here, we don't have the time lapse we just have the finished product because we saved the JPEGs as well. So this one here was sent in by AKG2N. Don't know really what that means, bro, but thank you for submitting and, being a loyal subscriber as well. It's nice to have a community. You probably put in one of my favorite ones as far as I thought that they could actually mesh pretty well, but it would take difficulty to do it just because they're both pretty interesting characters just to draw on their own. So we have Alakazam mixed with Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so I'm guessing those are spoons and not maracas.
Those are spoons.
So
they're not the greatest.
I like what you did there. You got the Roshi beard, totally. You got the Alakazam face, his sunglasses so he can be a perv.
Yeah.
And then his classic shirt. So
yeah. When I was drawing him, the madness was I started drawing just the head shape to get that down. And then I realized that the circular part of his head and the longness of it almost worked perfectly with Roshi's head already. So I was like, I can just start throwing the beard on here.
It droops.
And it just worked out very well, I think.
Yeah, you did pretty well. It was simple, and then the funny thing with Alakazam, it goes from abracadabra to Alakazam. Alakazam is the old man, psychic type. And Roshi's similar. He's the old man that knows how to deal with energy and force and all that stuff. So it was a really good idea to mix these two together. I'm really happy about it.
All right, now let's get to
Are you ready to see my abomination? So I, again, cheated a little bit. So I did Alakazam. I did Alakazam, but I did Mega Alakazam because that one had a beard to it, so it kind of made sense.
Okay. Wow. Mega Alakazam / Roshi kind of looks a little bit like Galvatron from the Transformers cartoon movie.
Yep. So here I got Roshi's staff and everything, and I thought that made sense. But I also had a girls' magazine because Roshi is perverted as heck. They really play it as a comedy. He's the typical old man in the anime that, explodes with blood out of his nose and is just a pervy sage type of thing.
Yeah.
But of course, you gotta have Flying Nimbus.
Yeah, got Flying Nimbus there. You have the glasses and beard full on as well. Our Roshi, yours is basically just the mega evolution of what I just did. We did the same vague thing.
Yeah, we had the same vague idea. I went different routes of having hints of Roshi. I didn't have the shirt, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, the thing is how far can you really go with there? I didn't have enough time or detail to have him being a complete pervert or doing Kamehameha instead of Psybeam.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that was so much fun. I'm glad that everyone was able to participate and send in their submissions that did. And I hope to see you guys on the next monthly Madness TCGO giveaway come June. That'll be in the first week of June that we're going to put that out, so then you can get your new ideas on crossovers into us so we can do another round. But also, we might change it up. We might not just do crossovers. We might change it up, being like, hey, we're going to draw a Pokemon with this or a Pokemon that. We'll make it thematic too. We'll change it up each month. But look forward to it. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, vote on who each's drawings were better. All right, guys, take care.